Rachel Coleman here from softballrecruiting.com. I just wanted to update everybody. I know the NCAA came out today and said that everybody who was supposed to play this spring gets an extra year of eligibility. And I just wanted to talk to you about what this means, not only for the kids who are in college right now, but what does this mean for recruiting for the 21, 22, and 23 class. So if you have some questions as we go along, make sure you put it in the comment section and I will answer them as soon as I can get to them. But so they have extended the extra year of eligibility for the kids spring. So what does this mean? The NCAA has a student assistance fund that is going to fund these scholarships for student athletes who are seniors right now. But the question mark in all of the coaches that I've talked to tonight are what's going to happen for the freshmen, sophomore, juniors who are in college now and they become seniors and want that extra year. So for next year, there's going to be expanded scholarships. So you're going to see college teams that have more than 12 scholarships, and they are going to have those scholarships funded for seniors by the Student Assistance Fund from the NCAA. So budgeting is not going to be an issue there. But a couple of them have questions, and I will have answers for you tomorrow. As soon as I get some answers, I will be sure to go live and let y'all know. But again, the college coaches have question marks with if they have a junior that wants to stay and they've already committed their 21 class. Okay, so they've committed the 21 class when the juniors are supposed to graduate. What does that mean for the 21 class if they have to go back down to 12 scholarships after, next year's scholarship allotment? So again, that money has to be cut from somewhere. Also, what you're going to be seeing is roster sizes. These roster sizes of the college teams could go from, anywhere from 20 to 24 to now seeing up to 30. And what this means from a college coaching perspective, it could cost an extra 10 grand per trip to keep these 10 people on the roster. So I think you're going to see some student athletes being left at home, which is the shame for the college experience. But I do think some of these rosters, you're going to see kids be left at home. I also think talking with college coaches, you're going to see different recruiting. I think there's going to be less spots for the 21, 22, 23 classes if these student athletes do decide to stay an extra year. And I think we're going to be able to see that trend. I think if I was a freshman, sophomore, junior in college right now, I would be planning on expanding my undergraduate to 5 years because I have the ability to do that as a freshman or sophomore right now. I can really expand that to 5 years, or B, I can now get a grad degree in those 5 years in that time frame. So I think, we do have to take that into consideration with our student athletes who are in high school now because I think there's going to be less spots available if these kids are staying, because the college coaches aren't going to like the expanded roster sizes. So if you are a student athlete, you need to be doing the recruiting process, you need to keep up to date with it right now. And if you haven't been emailing college coaches, visit softballrecruiting.com. I will help you out. I'm going to, make another free seminar now that we're getting more information in. It's going to be in a couple of days because I really want to get all the information I can from the college coaches before I give it out to you. So I'll be making sure I'll post this free seminar for all of you. But again, going back to, how many scholarship opportunities are going to be available for our high school student athletes now, I think you're going to see that limited. So what we need to be doing is doing the recruiting process. Visit softballrecruiting.com. I promise you, I will keep you up to date with what you need to be doing. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the chat. I'll be sure to answer them. I do think with the 21 class, if they do not allow the expansion of scholarships after the year of 2021 softball season, you might see some scholarships being taken away. The transfer portal could be going absolutely crazy with kids who are unhappy. And what you need to remember is about 80% of these kids never play softball again. So going into the transfer portal isn't really, the answer for everybody. But again, I just wanted to get on here and let you know, I've talked to a couple of college coaches tonight. I wanted to give you the information that I had. A lot of them are actually think that they're they're going to have smaller budgets, because think about this. If they have, people are being laid off, they're not going to have our economy isn't going to be as great, coming up. So what if students aren't going to college? And I'm not talking about student athletes. I'm just talking in general. And the colleges are losing money, which means they're going to, decrease the budgets of everybody, including athletics. So now the athletics have decreased budgets, right? So the softball teams have decreased budgets. And they have more kids on the roster, which means more uniforms, more travel, and a lot more things to fund. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a crazy ride. Some, college coaches that I talked to tonight, they're already planning on having less travel for the next season because they don't know what they're going to be able to afford. So I think you need to be on the lookout for that as well. But again, I will be having a free seminar for everybody. Give me a couple of days to talk to a ton of college coaches and get as much knowledge as I can for all of you. But again, visit softballrecruiting.com. This is where I keep everybody up to date with what's going on. But again, if you haven't started the recruiting process and you're a 23, 22, or 21, you need to be doing so now. And I educate people. So I don't promise anything. I educate you on the recruiting process and how to navigate this recruiting process successfully, to find your dream school. Yeah, so confusing right now. Be patient, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I will be giving you guys as much information as I possibly can as I get it. I have a couple of college coaches who are going to their athletic directors and tomorrow to see what's going on with future years. As we know, next year, the NCAA is going to fund those senior scholarships. But what's going to happen the following year, because a lot of these colleges have already recruited their 21 classes. So again, I'm Rachel Coleman, softballrecruiting.com. If you have any recruiting questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll be on here tomorrow as soon as I get some more information. And, I look forward to seeing y'all soon. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and, see you tomorrow.